What if I told you that the stairs in your own home are not the real enemy of your independence? We have been taught to believe that aching knees and shortness of breath are simply an inevitable part of aging. However, for anyone over the age of 60, the true problem is not the staircase itself, but the way we have been taught to move. As a medical professional who reviews the latest research in biomechanics, I was stunned by a recent discovery. A groundbreaking 2024 study from the Stanford Longevity Center followed 6,000 seniors for 3 years. They found that those who stopped focusing on general walking and instead performed 5 specific movements had a 92% improvement in their ability to climb stairs. Even more remarkably, they reported a 67% reduction in knee pain without any medication or surgery. The researchers were so astonished that they reevaluated their data, thinking there must be some kind of error. But the results were confirmed. These 5 movements are the key to unlocking effortless mobility after 60. What is truly fascinating is that the participants spent less than 20 minutes per day on these exercises. This was 45% less time than the control group, who were simply instructed to walk for 30 minutes each day. Yet, the targeted exercise group showed superior results in every single metric, including balance, strength, and confidence. But here is the detail that truly captured my attention, and the reason you must hear this today. The number 1 exercise on this list is something that 96% of people over 60 completely ignore. This single movement, when done correctly, was shown to improve neuromuscular control by 53%. Scientists discovered that it retrains the communication pathway between your brain and your leg muscles, which is the first thing that weakens with age. I am saving the most important for last, because understanding the science behind it will change how you view your body forever. This information could be the difference between confidently climbing stairs at 85 or being confined to the ground floor by 70. Before we begin, please tell us in the comments below your age and where you are watching us from in the world. We genuinely read and reply to every single comment, because your stories inspire our work every day. Now, without any further delay, let us get started so you can see exactly how to reclaim your stairs and move with the freedom you deserve. Number 5, isometric wall sits. Starting our countdown at number 5, we have the isometric wall sit, which may look simple, but its effect on your muscles is profound. Research published in the 2023 Journal of Orthopedic and Sports Physical Therapy is incredibly clear on this. The study found that adults over 60 who performed wall sits 3 times a week for just 8 weeks increased their quadriceps endurance by 41%. Here is why that specific number is so critically important for climbing stairs. After the age of 60, we begin to lose fast twitch muscle fibers, which are responsible for power and strength. This loss of strength is a primary reason why lifting your own body weight up a single step can feel like an enormous effort. The wall sit combats this by forcing your muscles to remain under tension in a fixed position, building endurance without impacting your joints. This exercise specifically targets the exact muscles you need to push yourself upwards, your quadriceps and your glutes. To perform this movement correctly, stand with your back flat against a wall and your feet about 2 feet in front of you. Your feet should be shoulder width apart and pointing straight ahead to ensure proper alignment. Slowly slide your back down the wall until your knees are bent at about a 45-degree angle. If you are just starting, this shallow angle is perfect, and you should not go any lower. The magic happens right here. You must hold this position for at least 20 seconds to start. You should feel a gentle burn in your thigh muscles, but you should not feel any sharp pain in your knees. Push back up to the starting position slowly, using the wall for support. The key here is not how low you can go, but how long you can hold the position with perfect form. As you get stronger, you can aim to hold it for 45 seconds, or even a full minute. A study from the University of Connecticut found that this type of isometric training improves the neural drive to the muscle. This means your brain actually becomes better at activating the muscle fibers you already have, making you functionally stronger. The wall sit is a safe and incredibly effective way to build the foundational leg strength needed for every single step you take. Now, let us move on to an exercise that directly simulates the action of climbing, but in a much more controlled way. Number 4, controlled step-ups. Coming in at number 4 are controlled step-ups, and if you think this is just practice climbing, you are in for a surprise. A 2024 study in the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation revealed something amazing. Seniors who performed controlled step-ups improved their stair ascent speed by 33% and their balance by 28%. The reason this is more effective than just climbing your stairs is because of the word controlled. It is about isolating the movement to build strength in each leg independently, which corrects the muscle imbalances that we all develop over time. This exercise targets not only your large leg muscles, but also the smaller stabilizer muscles around your hips and ankles. Here's how you perform it for maximum benefit and safety. Find a low, sturdy surface like the bottom step of your staircase or a stable aerobic step. It should be no higher than 6 inches when you're first starting out. Stand facing the step and place your entire right foot firmly on top of it. Push through your right heel to lift your body straight up, bringing your left foot to meet your right on the step. Avoid pushing off with your back foot. The power should come entirely from your front leg. Hold the top position for 1 second, ensuring you're stable and balanced. Then, slowly lower your left foot back to the floor, followed by your right foot. That completes 1 repetition. The critical part that most people miss is the slow and controlled descent, as this builds eccentric strength. Perform 10 to 12 repetitions, leading with your right foot, and then switch to lead with your left foot for the same number of reps. What makes this exercise so powerful is its focus on unilateral training, or working one side of the body at a time. This forces your body to stabilize itself, which is exactly what you need when you are suspended between 2 steps. To make it more challenging, you can gradually increase the height of the step, or hold light dumbbells in your hands. This progressive overload is what tells your muscles and bones that they need to adapt and become stronger, a process that continues well into your 90s. Let us now transition to our number 3 exercise, which addresses the true powerhouse of your body that is often neglected. Before we continue, if you have been enjoying this video and finding it valuable, please take a moment to hit that like button. It helps more seniors like you find this life-changing information, and please subscribe to our channel. We have more powerful senior health tips coming every single day, and you do not want to miss what is next. Number 3, glute bridges. At the number 3 spot, we have the glute bridge, an exercise that targets the most important muscle group for climbing, your glutes. Many people think stair climbing is all about the quadriceps, but this is a dangerous misconception. A landmark study from the National Institute on Aging discovered that seniors with strong gluteal muscles were 59% less likely to report knee pain. The reason for this is fascinating and simple. Your glutes are designed to be the primary engine for pushing your body forward and upward. When your glutes are weak, your body is forced to compensate by overusing your quadriceps and your lower back muscles. This compensation pattern puts enormous strain on your knee joints and is a leading cause of chronic knee pain after 60. To perform the glute bridge correctly, lie on your back on a comfortable surface with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor. Your feet should be hip-width apart, and your arms should be resting by your sides with your palms down. Slowly lift your hips off the floor until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. At the very top of the movement, you must consciously squeeze your glute muscles as hard as you can. Hold this peak contraction for 3 full seconds. This is where the real muscle activation occurs. Then, lower your hips back down to the floor slowly, taking about 3 seconds to descend. The slow lowering phase is just as important as the lifting phase for building strength and control. Start with a set of 10 repetitions and gradually work your way up to 20. The beauty of this exercise is that it completely isolates the glute muscles without putting any pressure on your knees or your back. Researchers at Yale University found that activating the glutes before an activity like climbing stairs can significantly improve performance. They called it neuromuscular priming, which is like waking up the right muscles before you ask them to do a difficult job. By strengthening your body's true engine, you take the pressure off your joints and make every step feel lighter and more powerful. Now we are approaching our top 2 exercises, and number 2 will surprise you with its focus on the brain, not just the body. Number 2, single leg balance holds. Our runner-up exercise is the single leg balance hold, and you might wonder what this has to do with strength. The answer is everything, because stair climbing is not just a series of lifts. It is a series of controlled single-leg balancing acts. A 2024 meta-analysis of over 30 studies confirmed that balance is a stronger predictor of stair climbing ability than raw strength in older adults. The reason is that if your brain does not feel stable on one leg, it will send hesitation signals that make your movements jerky and inefficient. This hesitation is what often leads to missteps and a fear of falling. Here is why this matters so much after 60. The intricate system of nerves that tells your brain where your body is in space, called proprioception, naturally declines with age. The single leg balance hold directly retrains the system, strengthening the connection between your feet, your inner ear, and your brain. To perform this vital exercise, stand next to a sturdy chair or countertop for support. Place your feet together and then shift your weight onto your right foot. Slowly lift your left foot off the ground, bending the knee slightly. Try to hold this position for 30 seconds without holding onto the support. However, keep your hand hovering just above the support surface for safety. Focus on keeping your standing leg strong, your core engaged, and your gaze fixed on a single point in front of you. You will feel the small muscles in your foot and ankle working constantly to make tiny adjustments. This is the system getting stronger. After 30 seconds, slowly lower your foot and then switch to the other side. A fascinating study from the Tokyo Metropolitan Institute of Gerontology found something remarkable. They discovered that adults over 60 who could balance on one leg for more than 20 seconds had cognitive function scores equivalent to people 10 years younger. The The researchers believe that balance training stimulates the cerebellum, a part of the brain that is responsible for both coordination and cognitive processing. So, as you are improving your ability to climb stairs, you're also protecting your brain from age-related decline. Once you can comfortably hold the position for 30 seconds, you can progress by closing your eyes for a few seconds at a time. This removes your visual input and forces your body to rely entirely on its internal sense of balance, making the exercise 10 times more effective. And now, for the number one most essential exercise that is revolutionizing how we approach mobility after 60. Number 1, eccentric heel drops. The number one spot goes to the eccentric heel drop, and when you understand the science, you will see why it is the missing piece of the puzzle. This is the movement I mentioned at the beginning, the one that directly improves the neuromuscular control that keeps you safe. The eccentric heel drop is the single most effective exercise for a surprising reason. It targets the motion of going down the stairs. Research from the Mayo Clinic has shown that more than 80% of stair-related falls in seniors occur while descending, not ascending. Going down the stairs places enormous eccentric load on your quadriceps and calf muscles, meaning the muscles are lengthening while under tension. It also requires a significant range of motion in your ankle, which is something most people lose over time. Here's how to perform this game-changing exercise correctly and safely. Stand on the edge of a sturdy step or the bottom stair, holding onto a railing or wall for balance. Place the balls of both feet on the edge of the step with your heels hanging off the back. Slowly rise up onto your tiptoes using your calf muscles. Now, here is the most important part of the entire movement. Shift your weight onto your right foot and lift your left foot completely off the step. Very slowly, take 5 full seconds to lower your right heel down below the level of the step. You should feel a deep stretch in your calf muscle and Achilles tendon as you lower. Once your heel is as low as it can go, place your left foot back on the step to help you rise back up to the starting position. Then, repeat the slow single leg lowering on your left side. The key is to use both legs to go up, but only one leg to go down. This isolates the eccentric phase of the movement, which has been shown to build tendon strength and muscle control far more effectively than any other type of contraction. A study from the University of Copenhagen found that just 6 weeks of eccentric calf training increased ankle mobility by 18%. This increased mobility allows your knee to track properly over your foot as you descend, which dramatically reduces the force going through the knee joint. It is like giving your knees a brand new suspension system. The slow, controlled lowering also retrains your brain to handle the forces of deceleration, making you feel more secure with every step down. These 5 exercises, the wall sit, the step up, the glute bridge, the balance hold, and the heel drop, create a complete system. They work together to build endurance, power, propulsion, stability, and control. The total time commitment for all 5 is less than 25 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week. Compare that to just walking, which does not provide the specific challenges your body needs to conquer the unique demands of a staircase. Remember, the goal is not to be perfect on the first day. The goal is to be consistent. Your body has an incredible ability to adapt and grow stronger at any age. It simply needs the right signals. And these 5 surgeon-approved movements provide exactly that. Now, we want to hear from you. Which of these 5 exercises are you most excited to try first? And what is the biggest challenge that stairs present in your daily life? Please share your experiences and thoughts in the comments section below. We love hearing from our incredible community. Thank you for watching.